Hi, third grade. This is my first read aloud video, so take it easy on me, okay? I am reading the April Fool's Joke because guess what? It's April Fool's. But I'm not here to April Fool you. Marisol showed her backpack in her cubby. Then she slipped quietly across the classroom. It was March. Next month, Marisol's class would do the morning announcements. Each morning during April, the students would pair up and read the announcements over the school's TV system. Mrs. Burnett had posted the schedule on the bulletin board. Marisol couldn't wait to see which day was hers. Her classmates crowded around the bulletin board. Marisol found a place at the back. She was new to Park Elementary and she was quiet. She hadn't made friends yet. She found her name at the top of the list. Her partner was Spencer Hale, one of the most serious kids in class. He didn't seem to have many friends either. Marisol swallowed. She and Spencer were going first. Spencer found her at recess. He tossed her a bouncy rubber ball. "We got the first day of April," he said. "April Fool's Day." April Fool's Day? Marisol hadn't even thought about that. She bounced the ball back. "Is that bad luck?" Spencer shook his head. "It's not about luck. It's more about jokes." Marisol frowned. "What kind of jokes?" "Whatever you want." Spencer threw the ball. Nobody knows how it started, but people have played April Fool's jokes for hundreds of years. Sometimes news reporters make up April Fool's stories as jokes. One news station broadcast a story about a software program that translated a dog's bark into words. People believed it. Marisol laughed. Then she started to get an idea. And you know it's so funny, boys and girls, as I was reading that? My cat meowed over there. If I could just translate those meows into words. Mrs. Burnett blew her whistle. Marisol and Spencer ran to line up with their class. "Doing the morning announcements is like being a reporter," Marisol whispered. "We can do our own April Fool's story. Everyone will think it's funny." "They'll think we're funny," Spencer whispered back. "And maybe making friends won't seem so hopeless," Marisol thought. For the rest of March, Marisol and Spencer worked and laughed every day after school. They wrote their prank story as if it were real news. Finally, April arrived. Marisol and Spencer entered the school office. They took their places in front of the TV camera. Marisol wore a dress. Spencer wore a suit jacket and tie. They wanted to look like real reporters. The principal was away at a meeting, so the librarian ran the camera. Marisol read the lunch menu. She was nervous, but she tried to act like a professional reporter. Spencer reminded students to check lost and found if they were missing anything. "And don't forget," said Marisol, "new clock rules start today." Spencer nodded. "That's right, Marisol. To make telling time easier, we will now divide each day into 20 hours instead of 24. Each hour will have 100 minutes, not 60. Each minute will have 100 seconds." Marisol held up a cardboard clock. Instead of 12 hours, its face showed 20. When they finished, the librarian read, when they finished, the librarian nodded. Good April Fool's joke. I'll bet some students believed you. She frowned. It was a joke, right? They didn't really change the clocks, did they? Marisol and Spencer smiled. When they returned to class, they were sure they'd find their classmates laughing at their funny joke. Instead, they found a handful of kids at the whiteboard, dividing the day into 20 hours. Other kids were at the computer trying to find facts about the new clock rules. A third grade teacher was talking to Mrs. Burnett. They really changed the clock? He asked. Marisol and Spencer glanced at each other. Their joke had worked out even better than they'd planned, except nobody knew it was a joke. The school secretary's voice crackled over the intercom. "Mrs. Burnett," she said, "could you send Marisol and Spencer to the office? Principal Wyatt would like to talk to them." Marisol stared at Spencer. "The principal?" she asked. "Maybe April Fool's Day is bad luck," he said. They trudged down the hall to the principal's office. As they passed each classroom, they overheard students trying to figure out the new 20-hour clock. Principal Wyatt stared at them across her desk. "That was quite a prank. You two have the whole school in an uproar." Marisol gave me a fearful nod. "I'm sorry I wasn't here to see you read the announcements." Principal Wyatt's mouth twitched into a smile. "You did such a good job. You fooled almost everybody. Nice work." Okay, well, that was an interesting April Fool's Day. So, are you planning to do any April Fool's jokes with your family, your siblings? I think you need to send me a message and let me know of an April Fool's joke that you tried on somebody at your house. So notice as we read this, there's past, present, and future verb phrases. We've talked about this in class. So words that have a past tense ending end with ed. Like instead of, if you might, for present tense, I will prank somebody, but if you already did it, then you put an ed at the end, and it's I pranked someone. What was the setting of this story, boys and girls? Was it Marisol and Spencer? Nope, I'm trying to fool you. The setting was at their school, and the characters were Marisol and Spencer. What was the author's purpose in this story? Was it persuade, entertain, inform? You got it. You're smart cookies. You know it's to entertain, because this isn't anything factual. This isn't a true story about these two kids that did this, but it is realistic fiction. It is something that could be true. Well, I hope you enjoyed our story today. Let me know if you want me to keep reading a book a day, and I will do this for our Read Aloud. Take care and know that I miss each and every one of you so much. Bye for now.